Bookings with Me is a new application that allows you to set up a way that users can just kind of have a nice way to book a meeting with you. For example, this is how it looks from someone booking. They click the day that they want, or even later on in future times, and they can see what's available to them. And it even works across time zones. So let's say you're calling from Brazil. This is the name of the time zone. Note that it doesn't have all of the names of the cities. Unfortunately, that would be nice if it did. But you can then filter to be only within your meeting hours as well. So I wouldn't overlap there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find something that overlaps for this one, because I am currently in Cambodia, but let's say if I go for Sydney, like here, then there is a lot of overlap times. So you click on the one that you want, you press next, and then you need to give your details, and then press book, and it would book it by setting up an invite in your calendar and in the calendar of the person who is booking, which is pretty great. So let's look at how to set it up, because it's actually pretty easy. My name is David Benheim, and I have tons of videos on Excel, PowerPoint, Google Sheets, Zoom, Teams. So if you enjoyed this video and learned something new, then consider hitting the like button. So I'm in Outlook Online. At the moment you access it through Outlook Online. You go to your calendar. So it does work with whatever you've got booked up in your calendar. It won't give availability there. So I can click on Edit Bookings page, and that will launch up the way to edit. So that then brings me to this, which is a super easy way to set it up. You have public and private. The difference is that, as it says here, public will appear on your bookings page, whereas private, only people directly with the link can do it. So you need to click on here, and you need to copy the link, or a single use link as well, rather than these, which you would essentially copy the link, and then they would see all of your appointments that are available. You can set up as many as you want, like this way, or you can edit them. We're going to set one up from scratch. So give it a title. Let's say this is coffee meeting. You can choose some of your Outlook categories. So I can say that this is an on location task category, and then add a description. So meet over coffee for first time, for example. You can choose whether to have Teams meeting on or off, and give a location. So you can actually have both of them together. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to give a location to my favorite place to go for a coffee, which is Enzo Cafe. And it does give you this searchable drop-down list, which is great. So it uses Google to search for where it is. How long is the appointment? Very important. Whether it's public or private, I showed you what that was earlier. And then you can use your regular meeting hours, or you can have advanced options and use custom hours. So regular meeting hours is what you set up in Outlook, which is this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for me, and I start at 8 and finish at 5, and this is my time zone. But you can set it up at different times. So back in this, if you use custom ones, then you could say only during a date range, start and end date, and then, for example, let's say you're going to a place on vacation, and you only want to see it at that time, and then you have Monday to Friday at these times, etc. So you also have advanced options. I'm going to go to standard regular meeting hours. So advanced options, you have buffer time before or after, and then limit start time to 30-minute intervals. So, for example, you might only want to have it once per hour, even with buffer times, etc. So buffer time is interesting. It actually doesn't work the way that I expected it to. So my advice is use 30 minutes or 1 hour, because otherwise it does really, really strange things. So I'm going to show you how it goes wrong if I use 15 minutes. And then this is the minimum lead time and the maximum lead time, meaning that someone can book from 1 hour from now, which I usually like to do this about 1 day from now, or at least 12 hours, because I don't want someone to be able to be like, oh, hey, you're going to be doing this in an hour. That seems too hectic for me. And then maximum lead time is 90 days, but you can change that depending on what you want, meaning that someone can book an appointment with you up to 90 days from now. So when you're done with that, press save, and we'll see what I don't like about the 15 minutes. Let me now go to copy link. So this is what the person sees: 30 minutes call and face-to-face meeting, and then the coffee meeting. Coffee meeting, what I don't like is that it'll just give me the increments at quarter past and quarter to, which I don't think is a very nice thing, and that's why I tend to have increments that look more like this on the half hour or on the hour. And that is why I said don't use the 15-minute buffer time. It just gets confusing for people, and it's not that great. So back over here, you can customize a little bit about it with these 3 dots. So edit banner image. You can choose between one of these preset ones. I imagine when this gets fully released and isn't in preview anymore, then you'll be able to do a lot more customizations. But for now, you've got to choose from one of those options. This is linked to Microsoft Bookings, which also comes with most accounts and is a much more sophisticated way to do booking systems, where you can work with teams. For example, let's say you've got a hairdresser or a nail salon. You have multiple consultants, service providers who can be booked at a different time. But Bookings for me is essentially just for you. And in my job, this is perfect for what I'm looking for. This is available to Microsoft 365 subscribers from Business Basic and Business Premium, as well as Business Standard. And it's also available to E1, E3, E5 licenses. It's rolling out piecemeal. This is why it still says preview, but I imagine it'll change very, very little from now until the actual date where it's released. All right, well, if you like this video, then my name is David Benheim, and give me a like button to show your appreciation. I release weekly videos like this on Excel, PowerPoint, Google Sheets, Zoom, Teams, Outlook, pretty much any tech that you're using at the workplace. Thanks for watching.